Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. Today we are rocking a prom look. Yes, I'm in a full dress moment because I wanted to give you guys the full feel of the prom vibe. I feel like this look is quite beginner friendly. The one part that's kind of hard is the glitter liner, but you just follow the same exact line of like your cut crease and your liner. So I feel like you could still achieve this. I'm just gonna come closer so you can check out the look. So this is it. If you want to see how I achieved this using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, then keep watching. So of course I had to use the ABH Soft Glam because it is such an iconic palette. But before we get into the eyes, of course, we're going to prime. So you can use an eyeshadow primer, something like the Urban Decay Primer Potion, or it could be a concealer. So as you can see, my eczema is actually flaring up. I'm filming this video just for you guys because typically when my eczema is flaring up, I just don't put any makeup on it. But I really wanted to film a prom eye look that is easy to follow. So I'm going to be using the Multitasker Concealer by Rimmel. This concealer is extremely full coverage and I actually can't find the shade number on here or name. I'm not sure if it rubbed off or what because under here it says 1042. I doubt that's the shade. I'm just going to blend it out with a brush. You can use a beauty blender, whatever you would like. I'm just blending this out. And as you could see, it's completely covering up the hyperpigmentation, which is exactly what we want, just because that's gonna affect the finish of our look. And I don't want it to be a super dark look for our prom vibe. So there she is. Look at that blend. And it just covers up, especially when I'm having a flare up, it just gets really dark on the eyelids. If you're an eczema girly, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, but that hyperpigmentation is not fun. So there it is, all covered up. I'm setting it with Translucent Honey by Laura Mercier. And by the way, if you guys are interested in the base, you can check out my base tutorials in my previous videos. And I also have like an underpainting video that I just posted on my reels. That's kind of the same exact technique that I follow today. I always start off with a brow bone highlight. So we're gonna take a little bit of a highlight. This is the MAC Whisper of Guilt. This is such an iconic OG powder for me. I use it on my eyes, my face, just everywhere. It's one of those very, very versatile products. Pulling out our classic Soft Glam palette. And we're just gonna start with our transition shade. So the transition goes on the upper crease. And if you're ever wondering what the pressure might be as I'm applying this, very light, soft pressure. We're not pressing into the eye harshly or anything like that, just very lightly, and we're just blending that together. You will notice that this eyelid is dry and I can't help it, that's just my eczema. Just try and ignore it. On your eye, I hope it looks a lot smoother, just because you don't have that kind of issue. I'm hoping if you have it, then I feel bad for you, just like me. Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty really helps, but last night I did not put it on, and I feel like it would have really helped if I put that on with Vaseline on top. But anyway, tonight I will do that. So now I'm dipping into the deeper shade, and I'm just gonna layer that with the other crease shade that I applied. And as you can see, we're creating a little bit of depth here. Switching brushes, we're picking up the shade Sienna. And now we're actually gonna kind of stamp that color in the outer corner. And we're blending that into our transition shades that we just applied. And as you can see, the depth is starting to come in here. It's looking really nice. And the whole point is to build up the depth slowly. And that's what's gonna make the difference of a muddy look versus a very put together, nice, beautiful look where you can see each individual shade coming together, blended, of course, so it looks very cohesive. And this is basically coming together very nicely. These shades are really nice and neutral. So I feel like no matter what your dress color is, this palette is one of those palettes that's just so versatile. It'll go with anything. So I'm taking that into the crease now and just amping up the look. So that just went from kind of day to night real quick. Trying my best to keep this as beginner friendly as possible, but I'm grabbing my ABH eyeshadow primer, just this little pea-sized amount, even smaller than a pea, and I'm going to, because I think I took too much, take a flat brush and we're gonna cut the crease, just the first half. Okay, so just the first half of the crease. We're following our natural curve of the eye to help us map out where we want to cut it. And then we're pressing that product down to just blend it downwards. So as you could see, it's looking really cute already with just a little cut crease moment in the front. This style is kind of like a little bit of a throwback moment, but we love something that just amps up the vibe a little bit, especially because it's prom. We want to be a little bit extra on prom night. Obviously, we're not trying to be our day-to-day basic vibe. Now that we cut the crease, we're going in with the shade Glistening, and we're going to press and drag that on the lid just to create the most pigmented look possible. And as you can see, it is creating almost a metallic effect, which is exactly what we want. Look at that. It's just like a bam moment. This is definitely going to take that look up a notch into a everyday vibe to, yep, I'm here and it's prom and you're gonna spot me. It's definitely giving prom. Now we're gonna start amping up on the lash line. So we're just taking this matte brown shade right on the lash line, kind of halfway through, and just wait. This is slowly gonna come together. Now I'm grabbing this deep brown, and now you can see there is definitely some definition, and I'm taking that deep brown up here as well, bringing that smoky brown vibe to just extend the eye. Switching brushes just so I can blend it a little bit more and drag this out because we're kind of trying to elongate and extend the eye. That's going to be a part of the lifted effect that we're creating. And also on this side, we want to just blend, blend, blend. Stage is where you can decide, okay, do I want to amp it up even more by adding the color black? If you follow me, then you know it's very unlikely for me to use black. I just don't use black often, especially since this is a summery kind of prom look. I'm gonna be using black eyeliner. So let's just move forward to the liner. If you wanted it to even be more dramatic, you could take black right here and just blend it out. Then it will blend right into your eyeliner. It's literally up to you. Since it's prom, we're gonna go with a thicker liner than normal just to make sure things stand out, particularly to make sure your eyes stand out. So we have the Urban Decay 24/7 Inks eyeliner. I love how it has this ergonomic design so that I can hold things really easily. You guys know I like to hold my lashes down. And then we're gonna map out the wing. And then once it's mapped out, then I go ahead and color everything in. And then you can go in and make it thicker if you'd like, which I am. Now we're just gonna make everything look cohesive by popping some of the same eyeshadows that we used up top on the bottom of the lash line. This is really the part that ties the whole look together. This also helps because it just looks so naked without anything down here. And this is, as you can see, completing the look, making the eye look bigger, just everything. By the way, I should have mentioned this earlier. My voice is a little bit like raspy and it sounds like it's been through it. It was my friend's birthday this past weekend and we went out and it was just so loud in the place. We were like screaming to talk to each other and my voice is just not back to normal. And for my secret weapon, this is the Rare Beauty highlighter in the shade Exhilarate. I'm literally obsessed with this. Like, it is so pretty and you'll see why. It is so bright. I'm putting it on the inner corner. Look at that pop. It just popped the inner corner so much. So I'm gonna drag a little bit in the front here and I'm gonna drag a little bit right here. It's just tying everything together and it's making a way more eye open look. As you can see, like the eye is just bright and shining. Also gonna take some of that on the cheeks just to really pop the highlight because hey, this is a very special occasion. So we're obviously gonna pop that on and the cheeks are really, really standing out. Look how gorgeous that is. For our inner corner point, I'm gonna teach you guys a Wing It Original technique. I am using a brush. This is the MAC 231 brush and just the same liquid liner that I used earlier from Urban Decay. And I'm gonna just take that in the inner corner and point it out. This is making the inner corner point so easy. I find that if I go straight in with a actual like liner pen like this, it's just a little bit harder to navigate, and this makes it so much more user-friendly. So I'm just popping that in there. And you could do it as long and thick as you'd like. I like it just a little bit more dainty. So that's what we're gonna stick to. To amp things up just a little bit more, we're grabbing the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy. This is the heavy metal liner. This is so crucial. We're gonna take it right here along the cut crease, just to make the cut crease stand out even more. The one note about this product is that it needs time to dry. So please just be patient and let it dry. Then we're gonna take it here, right under that beautiful highlight. We could take it right up here, look. So that's just gonna, as we're turning in the light, be on the scene and so pretty. And you can also like continue it right here as well because it's under here. So I'd like to kind of just put it under my wing. This is running out. I need a new one. There we go. So it's under the wing a little bit. Bam. Now she is ready for prom, really. Again, right under the wing, just as like a pop under the wing. And that completes the look, guys. It actually was so much more simple than you would think when you see a look like this, because it looks like it's advanced and everything, but it really actually just takes a little bit of patience and a little bit of blending and some time, and you're good to go. So here is the look. She is definitely slaying. And of course, we have the dress on that is snatching. This dress is from Opoly. Of course, I chose a white dress because I love white so much. Like, I honestly, so much of my wardrobe is like white, cream, beige, like I don't know what it is, but yeah, summer is coming, so a lot of color will be in my wardrobe anyway. But I would say definitely you could rock this look with different variations as well based on the color of your dress. So it could be like the glitter could be a different color, or the shimmer in the main part of the eye. You could switch it out, swap it out with, like, let's say you're wearing a purple or like a lavender dress. You could swap this part out with like lavender. That would be gorgeous. You could also pop on lashes. You guys know I'm not really always a lash girly, and also the deep waves would be so beautiful for prom. Nice. They last really long. That was the one thing that I was like, how is this possible? How's it staying? And I had the straightest hair naturally, and it lasted. If you end up recreating this look, don't forget to tag me because I want to see the recreations. And thank you so much for watching. I'm going to post my most recent video right here. And don't forget that I post every single week. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.